Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, in this video, I would like to read my summary for each meeting, which is all the material and the presentations summary I will be read in this video. I'll be reading the summary in this video. And before I read my summary, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nur Afifah and I'm from class B, batch 2022, and my student number is H0122303. And without further ado, let's move to the summary. So for the first week, we have was conducted as a first lecture for all classes of English education program, and it was about the contract during the whole semester, such as attendance, scores, midterms, final terms, and permissions. In addition, there is a nomination of the best students of the year. And furthermore, there is an explanation about English tests such as TOEFL, IELTS, subject, and the difference between the English test, their functions, benefits, and so on. And next, for the second week, is about an introduction to the language testing subject, and the explanation about language test. And there is an explanation about language testing, a brief explanation. And so language testing is a term used to quantitate language skills in order to improve language skills. And language testing supports someone to know their skills in language, whether it is about speaking, listening, reading, or writing, and also to know how to improve language skills and if there is a lack. And in the second week, the group and the material are determined for the next meeting. So the next is the third week, which is the first presentations by the group 1. So it's about the concept. It was about the concept and issues related to language assessment, and this includes measurement, evaluation, and various types of tests such as achievement, diagnostic, placement, proficiency, and aptitude test. And in addition, there is also the difference between formal and informal assessment and formative and summative assessment, and norm reference and criterion referenced test. And furthermore, assessment method from traditional to modern approach. And for the modern approach are communicative. For the modern method approach is it's about our communicative, performance-based, and integrative approaches. And the third week, which is the second presentations, about the principles of language assessment, and there are practicality, reliability, validity, authenticity, and washback. And the principle of practicality emphasizes the importance of each of administrations and efficient use of resources. And reliability, on the other hand, focuses on the consistency of the results obtained from the past. And validity measures the extent, and authenticity related to the test alignment with real-life situations. And washback assesses the impact of the test in learning and teaching process. And for the fifth week, which is the third presentations, it was about steps in designing a language test in the classroom. And the process begins with determining the purpose of the test and identifying the skills to be tested, followed by the preparation of tasks specific and of task specifications and items, and finally the implementations and feedback stages. And it is important to ensure that the test is relevant to the material being taught and is administered in condition that supports the learners. And the next is the sixth week, which is the fourth presentation, and it was about the standards-based assessment or SBA, which is a form of assessment that assesses students' achievement of competencies based on established standards, and rather than through comparisons between students. SBA function in various aspects, such as formative, summative, diagnostic, selective, and motivational. And this assessment prioritizes transparency, fairness, and student development. And despite its many benefits, the implementation of SBA also faces a number of challenges, such as lack of training for teachers, and and also lack of training for teachers for and also technological limitations and resistance to change. And also for the last week, which is the 7th week, it's about 50 presentations. It was about the definitions, types, and advantages and disadvantages of standardized tests in the context of language learning. And it also discusses the process of developing standards, construct validity, and the impact on the students and teachers. Although these tests are objective and easy to compare, they often overlook important skills such as critical thinking and creativity. And therefore, it is very important to combine standardized tests with other forms of assessments so that the assessment carried out more comprehensive and can support meaningful learning. So that was my summary for the 7 week, for the 5 presentation so far, and thank you for watching, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.